Okay, so now a Jazmode. This is my wonderful Sophie. Sophie's going to help me do a Jazmode, and we'll just make one up as we go along. Oh, hi Sophie. Thanks for coming in to see me today. How are you doing today?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, very good. Busy as always. How was your holiday?
Yeah, it was great. Very, very peaceful.
Where were you away to again?
Portugal.
Portugal. Wonderful. Whereabouts? The south coast?
South Coast Algarve.
Ah, lovely stuff. Right, so how can I help you today then anyway? We've got you booked in here for an emergency appointment.
Yeah, so on holiday I was getting like sensitivity, particularly on one of these teeth on the top left-hand side here.
A bit of sensitivity on the tooth on the top left?
Yes.
Inside? Yeah, okay, right. And what's going on with that? Is it sensitive to hot things, cold things?
Sensitive to like when I'm brushing, like in particular, and also with cold stuff as well.
Sensitive when you're brushing and cold stuff, right, okay. Is it keeping you awake at night?
No.
Is it sore when you bite down?
No, not really, but no, mainly when I'm brushing. So
Mainly when you're brushing. It's been getting better or worse?
about the same.
Okay, notice any swellings, bad taste, anything like that at all?
No, but my gum looks like it's definitely shrunk back.
Gum looks
a
like
little
it's shrunk back, right, okay. Any changes medically then since the last time you came in to see us?
bit. No, not really.
Right, okay, right, perfect. Let's put the chair back and we'll have a wee look round about and see what's going on then. Right, okay, extra-oral and intra-oral seems to be completely fine. Okay, right, the upper right canine has significant recession. There's about 5mm of recession. There's 5mm of exposed dentine there as well. Is it okay with you if we take a wee x-ray picture of that, Sophie?
Yeah, sure.
Right, perfect. We're going to take a periapical radiograph. So that's the periapical radiograph taken. Right, we're just going to put this up on the screen. Let's have a look at this here. So you can see here, the bone levels are good. There's no caries present and there's no pathology. That means there's no infections or anything at all there. I'm just wondering, do you know if you grind your teeth at night?
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, it looks like that you do. You have a bit of a scalloped tongue here, and there is a slight wear on the edge. Have you noticed how the shape of that, how that's starting to change?
Oh, yeah.
You've noticed that?
It's like a bit flat.
Yes, it's looking a bit flat, especially compared to the other side. And did you have braces when you were younger?
How did you know?
Ah, well, it looks to me like the tooth has been moved out with the limit of the bone, which is therefore causing the recession. Some dentists might tell you that you've been brushing too hard, but you'd have to be an absolute toothbrushing ninja for that to happen. You'd have to be lifting up your gum, brushing back the bone, putting it. It just wouldn't really be possible. So yes, I think it's just an orthodontically related recession. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Yes, right. So what can we do about it? Well, you have a couple of different options. You can do nothing, or we can just try and manage the sensitivity, or we can look at repairing the sensitivity, restoring the gum back to its original position. What do you think you want to do?
Well, at the moment, it's just with the sensitivity, it's just dead annoying. But if we can manage that and see how that gets on first, but it is starting to bother me with how it looks.
Ah, right, okay. So, well, I mean, if you just want to try and manage the sensitivity, first of all, we can apply a coating inside the surgery here to try and settle down the sensitivity and see how that goes. And then if you want to see about repairing it, we could refer you to the periodontist. His name's Brian within the practice, and Brian could have a look at possibly doing a little bit of like plastic surgery on the gum just to try and bring it back into the right position. What do you think about that?
Yeah, batter in.
Yeah, right. So let me put this little coating on first of all. So we've applied seal and protect coating, cured that for 20 seconds. Right, if I test a little bit of air on this now, psh, psh, how's that feel?
Much better.
Much better, brilliant. Now, just be careful when you're brushing it, because that will probably come off. So I'm going to give you some Sensodyne samples. Apply that at night time before you go to bed. Just put it on, rub it on, leave it on. Don't rinse it off or anything like that. And what we'll do is we'll get you another appointment booked in with Brian to have a look at the periodontal grafting. Does that sound good?
Fine.
Perfect. Any questions at all then, Sophie?
No.
Wonderful. Okay, right. So what we'll do is we'll get another appointment booked and we'll see you soon. Any more problems, let us know.
Great.
Okay, so just a silly, we've made up a little situation there. What it'll do now is the same thing. It'll create the transcript, and then from that you can create different kinds of notes. So you can either create the Super Dentist Cheat Mode style note, which is if you just send this, so you can see it's just got the transcript. Now people ask, does it differentiate between the patient, the dentist? Not really. It just takes the full transcript and it will then convert that into a clinical record. So as is, what we've done is we've sent that off there, and it will convert this into like a clinical record. South Coast of Gulf. So you may need to, delete that. So far one word, but now we've got the sensitivity. It's just detailed everything out here. Scalp, tongue, the edges. We've got the radiograph. Yeah, and it's detailed that all the referral to the periodontist Brian, etc, etc, etc. Now, that's just one method and what you can do. You could also apply it to the template. Now, I didn't go into all the things like BPE and wear exam and things like that, but anyway, now that I've picked the template, if I send it, it will now take the transcript, and because that version we've shown you there, it just has written that free form on its own accord. If you then choose a template, it will take it all and fit it into a template. So that means it works the same as the examination feature. DigitalTCO has 3 things that it does. AI, voice, but it's how we work with the templates, and we work with templates very differently than everything else, which is what makes it really, really good, right? So you can see we've got the sensitivity now, but now we have everything detailed out, like the extraoral, the intraoral, scalloping. This stuff, this all comes from the template. Periodontal condition, approximately 5mm of that there, blah, blah, blah. We've got the periapical radiograph taken. We've got the risks sorted out as well. More risks, treatments and things like that. Blah, blah, blah. You can also use this rocket ship button, which will write like a mega note, which is a bit of in between the two, because you've got the free form, and then you have the templates, and then you have this, which will do something in between. So this is what the Jazmode does. This is the power of the Jazmode. That's a live appointment recording, and it will convert that into patient records. You need to gain consent from the patient. You just ask the patient at the beginning. I've got this microphone on. It's going to record a conversation for clinical records. Is that okay with you? And if they say yes, great. If they say no, you say okay, and you stop it. That's it. Simple as that. If they say no, then you just use some of the other features, the post-appointment tools, instead. Once this comes back, we'll have a look at that, and then what I'll do is I'll show you, probably the next time, the platypus. The platypus is Jazmode up another level again, and then we'll run through probably some of the different letters and things like that you can create at the click of a button. You can create the letters from this, but we'll leave that for now. We're getting on a bit. If you've watched all of this, well done. Well done. So we can see now we've got like a mega note here. Feel free to pause it, have a look. Significant, we've got the x-rays, the other signs. We've got the discussion, a very, very, very lengthy discussion. The treatment plan. Other treatment options, gum grafting, patient education, etc, etc. More detailed risks. And then you just copy and you paste that into the notes. So that is the Jazmode. That is the most powerful. Well, it was the most powerful, but the platypus is even more powerful. So it's the second most powerful thing the DigitalTCO does. The platypus, as I've already shown you in the clips, does the charting on top of that. But we'll come back to that soon. Thank you. Bye.